Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Sarah, and I'm so chuffed that you're here. Throughout human history, across every culture, we've asked ourselves the same fundamental question. What makes a life worth living? That question feels especially poignant in our modern world, doesn't it? We're more connected, yet somehow more isolated. Busy, but less fulfilled. Aware of ever more cultures than ever, but seeing hate and division increase. Blessed with more than most people throughout history, but our mental health taking us to very dark places at times. Many of us sense there's something deeper available to us, if only we knew where to look. That's what drew me to Ikigai. I may initially have been looking for a quick fix or trendy life hack, but instead I fell in love with a framework for understanding meaning. Ikigai combines two Japanese words, iki meaning life and gai meaning worth or value. But this simple translation barely scratches the surface. In its homeland, Ikigai isn't about finding the perfect career or achieving work-life balance. It's something both simpler and far more profound. Finding joy and meaning in the present moment, learning to find ways to love the unique circumstances of your life exactly as it is. You can feel a sense of Ikigai. It might come from tending a garden, playing with children, or maintaining community traditions. It's rarely grand or Instagram worthy, but it is about creating a steady strand of purpose woven into the surface of everyday life. My perspective really blossomed when I discovered Ken Mogi's The Little Book of Ikigai. He says, there are many ways to define Ikigai. One way is to say that it is the reason you get up in the morning. It could be something small like having a cup of coffee and a chocolate, something that makes your day go on. That is Ikigai. On the other hand, Ikigai can be a life-defining, very big goal like going to Mars or winning the Nobel Prize, becoming the Prime Minister of a country. So Ikigai can be something small or something big. In a nutshell, Ikigai is a spectrum, and the complexity of it reflects the complexity of life. I love that. Rather than presenting Ikigai as such an aspirational destination it feels unreachable, he describes 5 pillars that form a practical approach to living meaningfully. Starting small. Finding meaning doesn't require dramatic life changes. It begins with appreciating the significance of tiny actions and moments. That first sip of morning coffee, the warmth of sunshine on your face, a moment of connection with a stranger. Releasing yourself. This pillar invites us to let go of comparison and external expectations. Your Ikigai is uniquely yours, shaped by your particular experiences, values, and circumstances. Harmony and sustainability. Unlike the burnout culture so prevalent today, Ikigai emphasizes balance and practices that can be maintained throughout life's seasons. The joy of little things, perhaps the most beautiful pillar. This reminds us that profound satisfaction often comes from life's simplest pleasures, the things we might otherwise rush past in a hurry to reach something better. And being in the here and now. Presence isn't just mindfulness, jargon. It's recognizing that meaning isn't waiting for us in some imagined future, but it exists in how we engage with this moment right now. These pillars aren't abstract philosophy. They're practical guideposts that have genuinely helped me navigate midlife with more intention and joy. They've shown me that purpose isn't grand and elusive, but woven into the fabric of ordinary days. Now, if you've encountered Ikigai before, you've likely seen that popular 4-circle Venn diagram, showing the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. It fascinated me during my research that diagram has almost nothing to do with traditional Japanese Ikigai. It was created by a Spanish author and entrepreneur, combining Western career concepts, and then that was co-opted and elements borrowed from Ikigai. It doesn't mean that the diagram isn't valuable. It absolutely is, especially for thinking about meaningful work. But it represents something different from traditional Ikigai, which embraces all aspects of life, not just career. However, Hatarakigai, purpose through work, and if you're particularly interested in that, which I definitely am, there's another Japanese word called Hatarakigai, work worth doing. And that is where those 4 circles actually make more sense. What you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. The distinction matters because when we conflate career success with our entire reason for being, we risk missing out on the myriad of other sources of meaning available to us, especially during life transitions or when work isn't going as planned. So for me, seeking Ikigai became essential when I hit a difficult patch. It was as I was approaching 50, feeling adrift and questioning everything, and wondering what came next. Bullet journaling, my companion in this exploration. Those rainbow fine liners aren't just about pretty pages, they help me track the patterns in what brings me genuine joy and purpose. I started to ask different questions. Not how can I be more productive, but what made today worth living? And what I've discovered is that Ikigai isn't a destination I'll someday reach. It's a practice, a way of moving through the world with attention and intention. Some days I feel it strongly, other days I struggle, but the framework gives me a compass when I feel lost. I'll keep sharing practical ways to explore your Ikigai, from bullet journal spreads to reflective practices, combining ancient wisdom with modern approaches. What I want to create here is a thoughtful community where we can explore meaning together, sharing insights and questions. I don't want us to feel too rushed for these deeper conversations. I'd love to hear what drew you to Ikigai. What questions are you holding? What aspects of meaning are you exploring in your own life? Please drop me a comment below and let's create a little community of purpose seekers together. I'm Sarah, seeking Ikigai, and I genuinely hope to see you in the next video. Sending you so much love and positivity.